One morning, a student was running late for his class. Arriving in his class, he saw two statistics problems that had been written on the board. Assuming that they were part of his homework, he copied them in his notes. Now, he worked on them for days, and he eventually managed to solve them both. Weeks later, he found out from his teacher that these two problems were actually two famous unsolvable problems in statistics. But he had managed to solve them. That student was none other than George DANTZIG, the famous American mathematical scientist who has major contributions in computer science, economics, and statistics. He was successful in solving the problems, the unsolvable problems, because he saw in them the possibilities, not the limitations. He never saw the two problems as intimidating. He never saw them as impossible, but he instead believed he could solve them, and so he did. If I asked you, what are your limitations? What would be your answer? This question is not so easy. But many people go through their lives believing that limitations are there. And we tell, not only do we tell, but we also convince ourselves that we cannot do something because of some limitations we imagine. And then we come up with ways to justify those restrictions. What we need to understand is that limitations are only illusions. They are illusions that stop us from doing something. Now, George DANTZIG solved this problem back in 1939, at a time where resources were limited. What is holding you back? What is holding you back in 2018? In an era where you have all the resources to achieve anything you want. What limitations have you built for yourself that prevents you from being fulfilled? It is high time you break those limitations. You break those restrictions that are holding you